Some good news to share tonight surrounding a longtime local institution. Pilgrim Baptist Church has been around for generations, but its current home on the city's west side has been a beacon of love and hope for 100 years.
Yeah, its 35-year leader, Gregory Haygood, will become the city's longest-serving Baptist preacher and will be honored this year by the city of South Bend for Black History Month. You've probably already seen the name on billboards out there. I had a conversation with him earlier today, along with his wife, too, about family, community, and faith, and how optimism can still be achieved even when it seems close to impossible.
As I look back over my life, I can see.
This is what love and leadership look like. Pastor Gregory Haygood and his wife Janice performing "You've Been So Faithful" inside of South Bend's Pilgrim Baptist Church. Appropriate because they've been so faithful to this West Side establishment for 35 years.
Well, I came here very young, and I was reminded by one of the younger pastors in the city that you're now the oldest serving or tenured Baptist pastor. And that's when I realized I've aged.
Pilgrim is the city's first African-American Baptist church, which went by a different name upon its founding in 1890. The building you see today occupied this space since 1925, and over that time, it has seen thousands of members and visits from well-known leaders, including civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
This community, to be quite honest, in particular, blacks are under attack. And there's no secret about that. Blacks are under attack at this point, as well as other people of color.
Does that underscore more the importance of the Baptist Church here in South Bend and in other places like it?
Oh, definitely.
God has given me some guidelines.
Pastor Haygood's message is far-reaching, but his reach has been challenged over the past few years with less people attending in-person services since the pandemic. But this sanctuary will not be silenced regardless of the times.
COVID, of course, kept people from coming. And in a way, we're still recovering from that in terms of church attendance. Getting back to where it used to be.
The way it used to be is why this church remains a mainstay in South Bend. Even former President George H.W. Bush and his Vice President Dan Quayle writing letters to the church during its centennial celebration. That was the first year, by the way, for the Haygood family here.
I'm very proud of my husband. He's faithful to God and to our family.
They've both become a beacon in this community, rarely doing TV interviews, but somehow keeping tabs on the community and its many members for close to 40 years.
You have to have a personal touch, especially with the youth. And that's where my heart is, with the youth and the elderly.
So many people are baptized. They're grown now.
This book of black and white pictures is a reminder of just how long they've been preaching the gospel within these historic walls, which is why during these historic and unprecedented times, I had to ask.
Have you seen more angst, more fear from your followers and members?
I wouldn't say fear. I would say more anticipation of the hope being sustained.
And for 35 years, so too has a leadership in a place so many people say has been so faithful. And so when we did that story, I talked about it in the morning meeting, and then you walk in those doors and you see the history. And even for me as a journalist, it's like, oh my goodness, the president wrote you?
I mean, churches mean so much in our community. So the fact that they've been around for so long and how connected he is to his members.
And they don't want the attention. You don't see too many videos of them on TV. And so for them to be able to talk to us and to talk about the importance of that church in this community, we're really thankful, seriously.
I'm glad you shined a spotlight on them. They deserve that.
They do deserve it. We appreciate them for doing that. And congratulations. By the way, he's going to get honored by the city Thursday at the Black History Month Awards here in town.
How about it?
Yeah.
Congrats.
Great
I love
stuff.
looking at those photos.
Isn't that
too.
cool?
It tells a big story.
It's great. Their daughter, we didn't even talk about her daughter, who's also a gospel singer now.
Wow.
We can go on and on, but it's all in the family.
Oh, that's great. Great story.
Thank you. We've got a lot.